You ever like looking like to like the soul of the camera? Like I'm like looking like deep within, and it's like mirrors. Then like I see like another eyeball looking at me. It's deep. If you're living life, like if you're just going through your ordinary day, then you kind of just come up with something, and it's just like you could write maybe like a little blurb and like don't touch it for like a week, and then if you just think of some more, it usually happens in like, say if you're like in class and you're just thinking about something and like totally off topic, like say like the war or whatever, that might give you like a metaphor or like a certain topic that you really feel strongly about, and then an entire poem can come from that. So usually it's just like everyday actions, everyday like interactions like with people, like conversations. It usually just sparks like an idea, and then I just go off of that, and usually that's how I continue to write the poem and like finish it out. Here at Rutgers, like you have a whole bunch of kids that are like from different backgrounds that are like exposed to different types of art, and like necessarily like they come together, they express themselves through like an array of words, and like every Wednesday at 9 o'clock there's this club called Verbal Mayhem. We all come together. There's like a sign up process. Like when you walk in, there's like 30 spots on the board, and you sign up your name and you get called up and you perform whatever, like whether it be like music, poetry, like, or just like, I mean, not as like it's rare, but like, or whatever, just like whatever you're thinking. Like sometimes they'll let you freestyle. Like if you're like an artist, you can come perform your song. Like it's crazy. I bought my shirt. Yeah, this shit was crazy. Best fuck ever. I don't know if anyone like fucks with Chance the Rapper.
Yo, if you do not fuck with Chance the Rapper, leave the room. Leave the room. Leave the room. Raise their hand like, yes, I do fuck with
Alright, I had this poem a while ago, and then like I redid it because I didn't fuck with it. So it's called If I Died Today. I sit with my old head, ready for him to drop the jewels upon my young mind. I charge him immediately with my ability to know everything and anything. I challenge him, I ask, do you miss your youth? Do you miss the 60s, 70s, 80 years older than 90s? Do you miss all the childhood memories I didn't care to put behind me? Do you even consider sometimes we're more divided now than we are 50 years ago? Do you even know the real me? How was Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan? Do you think it makes a difference if our daily struggles are just recorded? What would you do if I died today? Son, I cannot answer what I cannot control. Would you ask your maker the same thing? So I leave to think about it myself. Here I lay crucified on the cross of this bedtime fabric, turning off the radio because I cannot stand the waves of the static. I lay parallel to the ceiling, observing silhouettes and timid shadows forming into Cleopatra and other cool pharaohs. The hieroglyphs of possibility just can't be narrow. So if I die today, I would like to write this rhyme today for my own newfound holiday. I am no Martin Luther, Michael, or Malcolm, but I've learned that in fact, in my day and age, it does matter if I'm black or white. And even if I had a dream, it would seem that I attract no listeners. And even if it seems that my life, no. And even if it seems that my life to live it out may be cut short, the future belongs to me since I prepare for it today. So again, if I die today, is it because I confide in my love in a block and a gang and a weapon? If I die today, is it because I put love in the jug, said fuck school and put family second? If I die today, is it because Jesus walks with you and I made him chase me? Have I served my purpose? Have I grazed the surface? And are the policemen going to cause or prevent my mother from crying in one of these churches? My old head would be mortified to hear me preach anything other than the scripture. Unfortunately, I don't attend to religious conniptions. Since I'm too busy with the equality of my current conditions, I have real concerns that churn my well-being, that I know if I died today, it would be me who would cry today. Hypothetically speaking, if I died today, I thought about how many times I may have lied today, who would cry today, and if I was murdered, who would strap up and ride today? What's your shelf life? What's a date on your life package? How long does the date say you're good for? Say if right now I had came across my last words, adjectives, nouns, and verbs, if I'm running to the holy gates right this second, whose call would it be to tell me how much my life is worth? I'm curious to know who would ponder my place in the world after my life, and would they be curious of what I'd be doing, whether it be destruction or production, and would they be reluctant for discussion of the exit of the world into the Dutch oven of hell? Or is the thought of heaven for me too swell? Why question all the things I've done so well? At the end of the day, who's coming to my ceremony? Keep it 100 with me. Who's funny, who's fake? What's it to you, celebration or devastation? Who's wearing white, who's wearing black? So again, if I die today, would you cry today? Would you even remember me like Christopher Wallace? I could be big and notorious, finessing and truly glorious. I would ask my maker to meet me in the middle if he's got to take me. Why? Life's a fast-ass car, I'm gunning and I'm flooring. And that's it.
Poetry is like almost the same exact medium. It's almost like a verbal film, like if you will.